Hey there, if you found this video, hopefully condos in Athens, Georgia is on your mind, or maybe you already own a condo and you're interested in the value because we do communicate with a lot of owners. My name is Scott Talley, and this is our YouTube channel and a video specifically about condos. This YouTube channel is my personal one where we focus more on properties and we focus more on investment properties, condos, residential homes for sale. The specific property and our company channel, Homes for Sale in Athens, is where we do more general information on Athens and neighborhoods. So if you are interested in investment properties, residential properties, or condos in Athens, Georgia, be sure to click subscribe at the bottom because you'll get updated when there's a new property for sale or general information. Or if you're a property owner and you just want to go through and see what your value is, that's what we're going to do here today because we work with a lot of condos as well as residential properties. And we want to give you the value. You can also find my contact information in this 706-340-0424. You can text me if you have any questions. But what we're going to do is we're going to go through a list. And I want you to pay attention because if you look at the bottom of your screen, they're going to be chapters. Each part of town, 5 points, or West Athens, East Athens. Based on where your condo is, you maybe could jump to a part and see exactly a specific area of town where you're interested in condos. Or do I own a condo in 5 points and I want to know the value and I don't really want to hear the rest of the video? Either way, we're going to go through the whole thing. So be sure to look at the chapters at the bottom and we're going to get started. Let me move my head over here. The background photo here is area 5 points. That's Courtyard Condo, 935 Baxter right there, unit we sold, number 17. This is what we're going to cover. So if you're interested in the 5 points, this is what this information will be in here. Lumpkin Square, which is over by right by campus. The Deering area, Deering Courtyard, Deering Street. Berkshire Commons over off of South Village by Moose Club. 5 Points Villas, which is over on Woodrow Street. Cloverhurst, Chadsworth, Peabody Street. I already mentioned Deering Street. Courtyard Condo, which is what we're staring at right now. Jamestown, Summit Chase on Millage. Princeton Court, which is down South Lumpkin. Windsor Place over on Macon Highway. Eaglewood Court, that is close to it on South Lumpkin. And the Overlook on Baxter. So there's going to be a lot of condo values covered here. And what are the ones we're going to cover in downtown Athens? Well, we're going to do Game Day. We're going to do Kind Exchange. I believe we're probably not going to do East Broad. That's what's a little obscure right now. The Georgian, Urban Lofts, Appleby Muse over there on the other side of the river. Stadium Village, 188 William Street, Mitchell Street, University Towers as well, which is downtown. Now, what are we going to do in East Athens? And for you, those of you that own at the Woodlands or the Summit or are interested in these areas, Stones Creek, all over off Barnett Shoals, the Seasons on Research Drive, Georgetown, Whitehall Village, Woodstone Park, Woodstone Golf Villas, Millage Place, Anzenborough. And then what are we going to do in West Athens? That'll be our last area of condos. We're going to talk a lot about Woodlake. I used to be a Woodlake owner. Terraces at Timothy, right there at Ebbs Bridge, Tamara Hills, Victoria River Station, Arlington Commons, Mallard Creek, and Boulder Creek. So some West Athens condos too. So based on if you're interested in a specific area, you can jump to that part of the video, but we're going to start, I believe we're starting with 5 points. So pardon my voice here as I've been fighting a cold for, feels like forever. I must have gotten sick and not known it. Taking a sip of water here, but condo complex, Lumpkin Squares, you know these, townhomes built right beside UGA, a little dated inside. But a year ago in 2021, you were looking at 190. September 1st, we're looking at 245. Deering Street is the green building that has a small amount of units right there by Clark Central and sort of behind 80 Pi. You know, you go back to a year ago in 2021, 300,000, probably going to say 365 right now. What we're noticing is the values of a lot of things are kind of holding around these numbers. Who knows when you're looking at this video what they could be at that time. Deering Courtyard, which is right behind it, saw some good appreciation. A year ago in 2021, about 170, we sold that one. And then we had another sale for 235 range, 225 range in that area, Deering Courtyard. Now, Baxter Street hasn't had a lot of sales. It did have one this year. That's Courtyard Condo as well. It was around 200. Now it's gone up about 225. We might see that move a little bit. Chadsworth, Cloverhurst, this one is hard. So the value a year ago was a little over 200. I'm going to say 260-ish. There was one outlier sale that was really high. I'm not sure that value is going to hold up. It's not like it's going to go down. I just think that was kind of the height of the market. So we're going to say 260 ballpark. 5 Points Villas are going to be over 300. That actually got left out by accident, my fault. Berkshire Commons, if you know where this is, it's down off South Millage on Davis Street, small little complex. those are great little condos, 195 about a year ago, and now we're probably looking 230, maybe up to 250 if you got upgrades. Peabody, right behind the Theta Chi house, you're looking at 195 going down to 235. Jamestown, 140 up to 175, which is right there on South Millage. Summit Chase, if you're an owner, we're probably looking at that ballpark range of 175 now. Princeton Court, this is a hard one. These are really nice, built by John Willis Homes, 2007-ish, let's say. We got one sale that was at 470, and then one really high one almost to 600, and then we got one sitting on the market at 500s. Windsor Place, you've got some big units there that are going to trade at about 250 plus. They might have good rent. Then you got the smaller units, the 2 bedrooms that might be a little bit more owner occupied, and they're going to be a little less at about 200. Eaglewood Court, we're probably going to look at a 170 value to 220,000, depending on what if it's a 4-bedroom or a lot of rental revenue or owner occupied. And the Overlook is kind of a peculiar one too. This one's on Baxter, called the Overlook because you can see into Sanford. We've got one sale down around 480 a year ago, and now we're seeing trends up into the mid 500s right now, but not a lot of sales right there. Let's get on over to downtown and talk about these units. Downtown Game Day Center, which runs a big gambit. We sold a 2-bedroom that didn't have upgrades for under 400 about a year plus ago. But now let's say that would be a ballpark 400, where we can get up to 500 plus, depending on how nice those are. The Georgian's the same. A year ago, the values might have been topping out at 500. There's one on the market, a 1-bedroom right now for 450, but there's also just been a penthouse sale that sold for like 650. Cotton Exchange, this is an enigma. If y'all know this one, like 5 Bar, Trapeze, directly across from Last Resort. Great condo building. We haven't had any sales. So I'm kind of going, it was 300s. Now look at this question mark. We'd have to get one exposure to the market to tell you what Cotton Exchange was worth. Oh, let's go back. The University Towers downtown. We've seen values a year ago, 180 to 230. Now we're going 250 to over 300. There's one on the penthouse that's really nice. It's definitely worth over $300,000. I keep going back, and I apologize. I'm not doing a great video for you today. Now, Urban Lofts, we're going to see about 375 for those 2-bedroom townhome plans. If you got a really big one, it might be worth more. Mitchell Street, which is a row of really nice townhomes. Have a friend. Well, actually, I know 2. One owner in Valdosta, one owner in Waycross. And the good news is they don't sell a lot. The last sales are over 600. Could be even higher than that right now. Stadium Village. These are on 250 Little Street, right there on the other side of the cemetery. And the values kind of started ticking up really quick, but then we saw a stall out. So we're probably going to be around 150 if you own a Stadium Village unit. Then there's 188 William Street. These don't sell a lot at all. I mean, the last sale was probably around 210. I'm going to guesstimate 230, but if you really got market exposure, it could do better. So let's go now to East Athens. This is a big part of the newer condos in town. 2 big developments, the Woodlands of Athens and the Summit. As I'm doing this right now, we have a contract that we listed. It's under contract there for 200. Well, it's asking 260, and I can't really disclose the price, but it should be pretty close to that. Woodlands of Athens, a year ago, you're looking at the 2-bedroom 180, 3-bedroom 200. Flash forward to September 1st, 2022. 2 bedrooms going to be about 235, up to a 3-bedroom to 260, and that's with upgrades. Summit of Athens, there's a little bit of a difference there, but not much. That's why I've got ditto. But the Summit of Athens, if you're seeing this and you're trying to get a value, you can track right there with the Woodlands. Stones Creek, which is right beside the Woodlands, and I'm a big fan of that one. We saw values at $200,000 about a year ago, now up to about 230, 235. I will mention in here that we expect values to kind of do this a little bit, not do what they've been doing. The Seasons, sold a lot of units in the Seasons in our company and myself this year. We saw the Seasons go from about 265, 285, 300. Currently one on the market September 1st for $330,000. Big gain of the Seasons, a real hidden gem there. Georgetown, same thing. Georgetown is a great older condo, really townhome complex. And they're not allowed to be rented, but they're great for owners or first-time home buyers. 180 was kind of a baseline a year ago. Now we're looking at about 230. Anzenborough, another big gain here. Anzenborough is right there on Gaines School Road. It's one of these condo developments that was just done at a bad time and it stalled for a while. But now because of the new market and more people moving to Athens, the values have jumped from 350 to 435, and in some cases better than that at Anzenborough. Whitehall Village, large development right there on Whitehall Road. You've got some varying of difference of floor plans. There might be some 3-bedrooms or some basement plans, but generally a year ago you saw 200. Now you're probably going to be looking at 230, 250 at Whitehall Village. Woodstone Park. Woodstone Park is down on Riverbend Parkway, Bill Hilly Road. Sold a few units there too. I'm probably seeing values a year ago around 160, 65. Now we're kind of going like this at that 190 range. You should expect that to kind of be the bar for that place right now. Woodstone Golf Villas. We also sold one there in July, or excuse me, June. This one's a little different. Woodstone Golf is behind that area of Woodstone Park. If you know that as an owner, or if you're interested, more of a townhome plan, a little bit more private, a little nicer, going from 200 to 235 as we saw one in June. Millage Place is at the end of Millage as you just get really close by the UGA golf course. Millage Place is barely on the east side, but it is. Millage Place, probably looking at 170s to 200s for those 2-bedroom plans last year, maybe one of those dated 4 bedrooms. Now we're talking 185 for a 2-bedroom and into the 230s for a 4-bedroom. And of course, if you don't know what these, if you found this video or are just interested in Athens condos, feel free to reach out and just let us know. We can help you out and help you find something. This is really more of an update for the people that own units in and around town. All right, west side of Athens, West Athens. We're going to end it on this side of town. And Highlands at Woodlake is at the top. When I was a younger man, this is the first place I ever bought real estate, was a little townhome, unit 313. Loved that place. Highlands, a year ago, went up to about 200. Now we're tracking to the Highlands at Woodlake. These are the units just outside the gate, about 235. Now the flats are the ones that are nicer. If you go inside the gate, you take a left and you cross the bridge. They're stacked buildings with an elevator, 3-bedroom plans and porches overlooking. You're probably looking a year ago, 250 up to 285 now. I think right now, September 1st, we've got one on the market at the flats at Woodlake. 350 Woodlake, if you meander yourself up the hill and take a right before you get to the rental complex, 350 Woodlake has seen another tremendous bump because of its size. This place doesn't have a staircase, but, excuse me, doesn't have an elevator, but we've seen 225 up to 260. Now, Allen's Landing and Sweetwater Plantation are right there next to each other, but there's a little difference in plans. So Allen's Landing is basically Logan, the name's escaping me, Logan's Walk as well, sorry, Logan's Walk. You're probably looking at a value's gone up there to some of those units to 240, and that was at 200 a year ago. And Sweetwater Plantation, which is right there on Cleveland, is tracking right behind it at 150 to 190. And as of today, Tamara Hills has seen some big differences in prices. So at the height of the market, Tamara Hills right there on Epps Bridge next to River Station, we saw like a $270,000, $265,000 sale. Now there's one on the market that's below that. I don't think it was as nice inside, but it hasn't sold yet. We're sitting here, slower time of the year. Let's just say mid 200s for tomorrow, depending on condition, or Tamara, excuse me. And then River Station, let's go back. These are a little older that are right there, 385 Old Epps Bridge, 140 up to 175. A lot of these are investor owned, but there are some great owner occupancy opportunity there if you have cash to put down. Boulder Creek is on Mitchell Bridge Road, and it's right there close to the park that I'm thinking of the name next to the river. But we just had some Boulder Creek. We actually sold one here at 5 Market, $205,000 in September. Mallard Creek, we're looking at going from 135 up to 200 in that area. That's 105 Westchester, if you're familiar with that. Terraces at Timothy, 250 up to 333, which this is the 330 complex, very close to the corner of Timothy and Epps Bridge Road. Arlington Commons, another great complex collected right behind Coldwell Banker, one of our competitors here in town. We had one there that we sold almost below 300 during the pandemic, and then we saw another sale at 330, and then another sale recently at 380 for one that was fixed up inside. So you're probably looking mid 300s for Arlington Commons. Now, this has been a lot of information. I hope you use the chapters to jump around if you were interested. Also, if you are just interested in a condo in Athens, Georgia, just reach out. This is our group here at 5M Realty. You can reach out to anybody at 5M Realty to help you with the condo. This is actually our video for my personal YouTube page that I send out to owners for a condo market update. But you're also welcome to call me or anybody else in our group as well. I hope you found this helpful. Just a little quick video for you owners of condos to see where your condo value is tracking today without us having to harass you too much to be in touch. Feel free to reach out. Thanks.